Hey America, Kevin Jackson here. I should say conservative America. You done died and gone to heaven. Because let me tell you something. Jake Tapper called out Keith Ellison. You have to see this clip to believe it.
You've been decrying President Trump's bigotry. Obviously, you used to follow somebody who continually expressed sexist, anti-LGBTQ, and anti-Semitic bigotry, Louis Farrakhan. You have condemned Farrakhan's bigotry.
But I would disagree with that. I would disagree with that, sir. But I'm
sorry. What are you disagreeing with?
That comes up in this context.
Well, you're decrying bigotry, and Louis Farrakhan is a pretty clear bigot.
Right, and I agree that that's true, and I think that I've made myself very clear. But look, that's going back to the false equivalency. You know, I don't have any support for what the individual you just mentioned stands for, nor do I agree with Trump's bigotry either. But that again, you know, anytime somebody tries to say that something is unfair and bigoted, if you're going to say, well, one time you sort of said something or somebody said you said something, and then so nobody
you were a follower of Farrakhan. You were a follower of Farrakhan, sir.
No, I wasn't. Jake, I'm sorry. That's not true, Jake. But I just want to say to you, if anyone who raises concerns about bigotry then is put in a position to have to defend themselves, then we never get to talk about bigotry. And I hope that's not what your purpose is, Jake, because you've stood for an equal society. But if you're going to try to put me on the spot and have to explain myself, I didn't pass a Muslim ban. I didn't, right,
no,
Jake?
You didn't.
This is not my piece of my
You didn't let me answer.
You
didn't let me ask my question. My question was, the Washington Post fact checker in March gave you 4 Pinocchios for your claim that you have no relationship with him. And I want you to take a listen to Farrakhan talking in an interview about how you only...
That's not true.
And Farrakhan, the Washington Post fact checker did give you 4 Pinocchios, Jake, about that. That's just true.
Jake, they were wrong. Jake,
they were
Jake,
wrong.
I have not, it's untrue, Jake. I'm sorry. And, you know, I'm...
Now, let me ask you this. When have you ever heard an interview like that done with a Keith Ellison or anybody that ranked that high with the Democrat Party? Jake Tapper is saying, I'm not letting you off the hook, Keith Ellison. You had the associations with these ne'er-do-wells, and specifically Farrakhan, and you're trying to get away from it. And then watches as Keith Ellison distances himself from Farrakhan. What you're witnessing is something that you probably never in your wildest dreams believe you would see. But you're seeing it. Believe your eyes. Jake Tapper of CNN is challenging a former member of the Congressional Black Circus who's leaving and denouncing the DNC so he can hopefully become the Attorney General of Minnesota. Folks, the Democrats are in deep kimchi. That's doo-doo for you leftists.